Meteorologist Danielle here for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Exciting news. We are running a promo code through the end of the month, Snow 2025, for our snow sports discussions. If you love snow, skiing, snowmobiling, snowboarding, this is for you. Scan the QR code or go to snowsports.onedegreeoutside.com. We cover all New England resorts, all snowmobile clubs, lift hold potential, how much snow is going to fall, the trails, the consistency of the snow, everything you need, wind chill and more. Check it out. Thank you to everybody for your continued support. Meanwhile, weather-wise, there's some excitement, well, from a meteorological perspective. Maybe I'll call it interesting weather stuff to watch for the end of the week. So get ready for the roller coaster. Buckle up here. A big-time warm-up's coming and a quick drop in temperatures behind it. Damaging wind gust potential as we head into Thursday night and Friday. A dose of rain comes with it, some isolated thunder possible as well. We're going to break down all the details of that and more. So let's start with the jet stream. What is the jet stream? It's a river of air high in the sky. Think of it like a thermostat. North of it, it's colder. South of the jet stream, it's warmer. In between, it helps to steer the storms. So think of it as a storm track as well. And there's a ripping jet stream coming into the Pacific Northwest. There's a piece of energy out of the West Coast that's going to strengthen here through midweek, dive into the central United States. And where is the jet stream positioned? Over us on Friday, sliding offshore. Interestingly, when you see these dips in the jet stream, sometimes they are tilted like this, from southwest to northeast. That's called a positively tilted trough. When they are dipped like this, though, more of an orientation from northwest to southeast, that's called a negatively tilted trough. And when you see that, that's kind of like a red flag, a little warning here, showing that this has a lot of dynamics and energy in the atmosphere as it swings on through. After that, the jet stream is still positioned over us, but it's more zonal, kind of a flat flow, meaning quick moving disturbances will come in. Now, when you look at the wind at 6,000 feet, I just want to show you something. As we head through the Thursday into Friday timeframe, the wind really ramps up and down the eastern seaboard. But for us here in New England, above our heads, the wind is going to be blowing at around 100 miles per hour as we head into Friday morning and then in the afternoon from eastern New England. Look at that, even a little bit stronger offshore heading to Nova Scotia as we head into Friday evening and night. Bottom line, really strong jet over us. And the question is, how much of that wind is going to be able to get transported down to the surface? Well, here are predicted wind gusts. And as I take things through, the yellows do represent gusts at maybe around 40 miles per hour. The oranges is when we get close to 50. And some of the reds indicate gusts 50 to 60 miles per hour. And where is that focused in New England? Well, generally along the south coast to Cape Cod, Friday morning to midday, and then shifting offshore. So for the coastal waters and the coastline of Maine, Friday afternoon and evening as the cold front swings through. And then there will be some strong wind gusts behind it as well. But the core of the strongest wind looks like it'll come over us Friday morning to midday and the shift to the Maine coastline Friday afternoon. So this is the max gust estimate. Don't focus on the exact number. We're still a few days out. But keep in mind that this shows numerous gusts, 40 to 50 miles per hour. It doesn't really matter where you go across New England. And there are some signs that we get some gusts over 50 miles per hour across the western slopes of the Green Mountains into the Berkshires and also in eastern New England. Some gusts may be up near 60 for Cape Cod and then again the coastline of Maine, which does kind of fall in line with what I showed you at the upper levels of the atmosphere here. So bottom line, wind is going to be out of the south. We are into the warm sector and some pockets of damaging wind are likely as we head into Friday. So we'll keep you posted. It's also going to really kick up the seas. So Wednesday, the seas offshore around 10 to 12 feet. They come down a little bit during the day on Thursday. Nearshore, it's like 2 to 4 footers, and offshore, 6 to 8 feet. But watch, it's a quick ramp up on Friday. So even nearshore, we're talking 5 to 8 foot seas. Offshore, wow, look at this, 15 to 20 foot seas Friday into Saturday as that strong wind whips up the wave action as well. So offshore marine community and nearshore, even during the day, Thursday night into Friday, need to be mindful of this as there will also be a sharp wind shift as the front comes by as well. Saturday, things will ease substantially, particularly during the second half of the day. Now, before that, we get a couple of snow showers during the day on Wednesday, but they're primarily confined to the mountains. So from the Berkshires up the spine of the Greens and in through northern New England, some off and on scattered snow showers or light snow during the day on Wednesday. The rest of us, it's sun and clouds, so it's a quiet day. There may be some mixing that goes on when you get into some of the lower elevations, and it's kind of off and on stuff during the day on Wednesday. So some localized slick travel in some of the mountains in far northern New England. Not a ton of accumulation, but a coating to an inch is likely all the way from the Berkshires, stretching up the spine of the Green Mountains. And then you get right along the Canadian border, and there may be as much as 1 to 3 or even some higher amounts, places like Jay Peak, up into northern Coos County and far northwestern Maine. Again, that's during the day on Wednesday. And that's as a cold front comes in and kind of dies out over us. During the day on Thursday, we're on the backside of that high. We get the wind coming out of the south, so the temperature rises gradually on Thursday. But out ahead of this front, the temperature continues to rise Thursday evening and night. Notice the rain is still to our west on Thursday. So even through the Thursday evening commute, I can't rule out an isolated shower maybe ahead of this, but the bulk of the rain sweeps through from west to east during the late evening and overnight on Thursday. Heavy rain on Friday morning and then shifts offshore. It may be just cold enough with cold air in the backside of this storm whipping in that we change to some wet snow in far northern and western New England. So that's a trend we'll watch closely as well. Saturday, warm front nearby. I think northern New England has a chance of a snow shower, and that will continue during the day on Sunday. There's another fast-moving clipper system coming in. So bottom line this weekend, another disturbance to keep an eye on, but doesn't look like anything too substantial, particularly in central and southern New England. We'll add some snow into the mountains over the course of the upcoming weekend. All right, so let's talk rain. And I showed you this yesterday, and the trend has been the same. About a half an inch to an inch of rainfall in general across New England, though there are some signs that we will get some heavy downpours that maybe drop an inch, inch and a half in a few spots where they do sweep through. There's enough energy with this, too, that I can't rule out some embedded thunderstorms that sweep through. I'm not thinking widespread severe weather or anything like that, but with enough warmth and energy coming in, there is some instability in the atmosphere. So don't be surprised if Thursday night you wake up to a rumble of thunder that may linger into early on Friday too. I want to show you the temperatures because Thursday we start off on the cool side, but it's a gradual process. Again, Thursday's mostly dry. We rise through the 30s into the 40s. Thursday evening, here's a timestamp. Watch what happens. The temperature continues to rise. Whoa! By Friday morning, most of us, even all the way into northern New England, are in the 40s and 50s. We're going to be close to 60 in some spots in far southern New England. That's as the rain sweeps through. With that rain and that wind, in some of the heaviest downpours, we'll be able to transfer that wind down to the surface. And then as the cold front comes in, whoa, we drop the temperature during the course of the afternoon so that by the evening, or late afternoon to early evening, far western New England, some spots are below freezing, and that cooling trend will continue, snapping the cold air. By the time we get to Friday night into Saturday morning, you notice the only spot really still above freezing is Cape Cod, but even that, by the time we wake up to Saturday morning, will probably be at or below freezing. So the reason I mention this is we get this snap of chilly air that comes back, and any moisture from the rainfall that comes through during the day on Friday will freeze up. So untreated surfaces, there may be some icy patches, particularly Friday evening, night into early on Saturday morning. Otherwise, high temperatures will be in the 30s and 40s during the day on Wednesday. It's breezy. It's a quiet day aside from those mountain snow showers. Mainly clear Wednesday nights in the 20s to 30s along the south coast. Thursday, again, it's a little deceiving, right? You see a high of 50 in Boston, but most of our high temperatures are going to be at midnight as it rises overnight on Thursday. Friday, woo, this is a little deceiving too. It's going to be so warm, like shockingly warm when you step out on Friday morning. You will want the wet weather gear with you. Kiddos for the bus stop too. It's going to be windy and wet with pockets of wind damage and then falling temperatures with, again, some potential to end as some wet snow through the interior. So that's something we'll keep you posted on. Saturday, 20s and 30s, so back to below average temperatures. It will probably be pretty seasonable on Sunday, 30s and 40s as the wind shifts around out of the northwest. So plenty to watch in the days ahead. Our app is a great way to do it. Watch the stream at the top, individual videos. Best part, our app is free. We've got thousands of 5-star reviews, and we know you have so many weather apps to choose from. but ours, I'm telling you, is the only one you're going to need. Search 1 Degree Outside Weather in the App Store and Google Play. And if you want to watch us on TV, you can. Our streaming network is on 24/7. Open up the YouTube app, search 1 Degree Outside Network on your smart TV. If you're on a computer or tablet, you can go to onedegreeoutside.live.